One of the books I read that influenced me the most was a book called Angels of Our Better Nature, written by a very erudite gentleman called Steven Pinker. And he started with studying language, but I think he's much more of a philosopher now. And the point that he made in the book was that mankind is better off today. And in this book, what he studied was just one core fact, which is homicide. What is the rate of homicide in the world? What is the life expectancy of people? And showed that whether you go back 100 years or 1,000 or 70,000, that the percentage of people who die unnatural deaths keeps going down. And from this one fact, he then went into all of the other facts that we can look. Life expectancy was the simplest, the clearest, the most unequivocal. But then you look at the average height of human beings, the number of years they study, how many children are malnourished. If you look at any of these things, we are much better off than we've ever been in history. And this then leads to the subsidiary question, which is that why is it that then news is always negative? Why is it? And I think for this we have to look at our own nature. Would we read a headline which said 20 happy babies born yesterday in the city of Delhi? We wouldn't read it. It wouldn't sell a newspaper. And that takes us to the question, why is that? And the answer evolutionary psychologists give is that the human brain is coded for survival. And it's coded for survival from a time when man walked the savannas and had to always keep an eye out for a predator. And so your entire intellect was hardwired to look for bad news. Because if you spent time looking at the good news, you would ignore the bad news, and the bad news would be that stripe in the grass, which you ignored, which was a tiger which would come and your life would be over. So we are hardwired for bad news, and so we amplify bad news and dampen down on good news.